What's up, YouTube? You guys probably clicked on this video because you guys are wanting to learn how to resell. Now, I go by the name of Bando, and I've been reselling for a couple years now, and I've learned quite a few things along these years. So if you're looking to get into reselling, this is the video for you. Now, if you guys are looking to get your hands on one-to-one high quality suppliers that ship out fast so you guys can start reselling, because the number one thing is getting a high quality vendor, because you don't want to sell your customers trash items, then definitely come to my website where I sell all my suppliers and all my personal vendors for cheap at bandosupplies.net. And now, if you guys are wondering, if I'm legit or anything like that, you can see all the orders that come through. It's just one page. If you guys are looking to get a cologne vendor, I literally sell it on here for $8.99 Canadian. So if you're in America, everything will be even cheaper than what it actually says. I'm not trying to tax you guys, but I went through the process of trial and error, finding good vendors and finding good products myself. So that's the only reason I make people pay for them. You can also use Alibaba or DHgate to find your vendors, but I highly recommend you find a high quality vendor somewhere else. So beyond that, the number one thing when you're starting reselling is to make sure, like I said, to have a very high quality product. Because if you're not confident in what you're selling, you're not going to be able to make many sales. Like I said, I went through so many products and trial and error of trying to find the best products to resell. And, I've had products that were just overall bad, and I've had products that were just not selling. So if you're trying to get yourself hands on products that will sell, I highly recommend getting yourself the Baccarat Rouge 540 cologne. Right now, I would say this is one of the most popular colognes on the market. It is a unisex cologne. Essentially, it's made for men and women. It's very popular amongst, it's a niche cologne, but it sells pretty quick, pretty good. You can probably sell this like really fast in Canada for about $120 with the receipt. You just say it's authentic, Nordstrom receipt. Like, I think this one is a proper one. No, it's a Lost Cherry receipt. Yeah. But another highly recommended thing that I'd recommend for any reseller starting out reselling is to invest in yourself in a receipt printer. Because the reason why I say this is because if you're somebody who sells it as authentic, you can literally print yourself a receipt for any product. So that means that if I had Dior shorts or something that I wanted to sell for retail, but somebody didn't believe it was real, I could print off the receipt that looks exactly like the real one. I can get myself an email invoice. I could do everything with this, or you can use online generators to do email invoices. Because once you have a physical receipt that essentially looks like the real one, no one's ever going to question you. Now, if they do, they're obviously skeptical, and you can still let them see. And of course, sometimes you'll have clients that won't purchase what you're selling. But for the most part, if you have the receipt and your product is one-to-one and it actually smells one-to-one, these colognes are a very good product to do. Now, if you're also looking to invest less money and to make back around the same, the profit margins on these Apple pencils is very high. Like, you literally are buying these ones, I think, for 25, no, not even. These are like $14 USD, I think, so around like 20 something Canadian. And you're selling them for around $75 USD. So it's a very good product. You can honestly sell multiple of these a day in person. Personally, that's what I do. I don't sell these online anywhere. I used to sell them through eBay, but I honestly feel like with the receipt, and because eBay takes a percentage of your money, selling them in person to me is a lot more efficient. It makes me more money, and it's less stress because I don't have to ship anything out. And also, eBay's just very quirky. When you list Apple products, after a while, they just start to take down your listings. So yeah, highly recommended though, the first generation Apple Pencil or even the second generation Apple Pencil. Now, if you guys are looking to expand your product reselling niche, I highly recommend, if you're doing electronics, do them all. If you're gonna do AirPod Maxes, do the pencil. And if you're gonna do the AirPod Maxes or the pencil, do the second generations. And as well as that, do the fourth generations. Because if you're really trying to make money and maximize how much money you're making off of reselling, you're going to have to do multiple products. You can't just be doing one product at a time and expect that to make you enough money. Like this one, this specific colorway of this cologne probably makes me around 3 sales a week, which I sell these for around 100 to 150. So you can say I buy 3 of these for $100, $90. And I go and make back 300 every week. Now, that's not going to make me rich. But what is going to make me rich is if I were to sell 4 of these, or if I were to do 4 of these and I was selling them at the same rate, and I was selling around 4 of these, or let's say I'm now selling around 12 of these a week, 12 colognes, all different brands, and I'm buying 12 colognes for $30. So $360 for 12 colognes. and then I'm selling those 12 colognes for around $1,500 to around $1,800. It's a crazy profit margin if you're doing multiple products. But if you're somebody who's trying to stick to one product and you bulk order, for example, a bunch of AirPods, and you're only selling them for around $60 a piece, and you probably got them for around 10 to 20, then even if you sold all 20 of those, that profit margin is only going to equate to around $800. It's also about how much you're selling for as well. Because you could be selling, like I said, 20 of these, and it's still not going to match the profits of selling 3 of these or 4 or $800 worth of clones, which won't be as much work in 1 week. I have a lot of clients that come to me and they tell me how much, or they ask me how much money they will make in their first month, and I tell them I don't know. It depends on how hard you work. My first month reselling, which I was doing these around 2022 in the summer, I probably made around $2,000, but these were a very hot product. You could buy these, no receipt, anything, as long as they were sealed and you let them test it out, or you just even look inside the box. Your buyers would buy it for retail, like around $150. Like I was probably selling these for around $200 back then, or like $140 a piece. Nowadays you could probably get them gone for $60. Personally, I don't sell these in person, I only sell these online, so I'm not sure. But you can start off with any product, to each their own. I just personally recommend the cheaper products because you're investing less money to make back more, and if you lose that money, it's not a big deal because it's only $30, which for the most part, $30 is something that anybody has. If you want to get access to the vendors, like I said, it is only $30 for all my vendors, which will give you access to more products than this. I also have clothes, like other designer products laying around that I will show in the next video, but this one's more tailored towards products that will sell. Personally, I do not think clothes is a good option for any new reseller, simply because you have to know how to sell clothes in order to make money off of them. Selling a 1-2 spider hoodie here and there will not make you rich. But the thing about it is, the reason I think that is because clothing is very saturated, if you didn't know. And if you also think about it, people are way more interested in electronics and devices and all that than like colognes or like clothes or anything like that. So I highly recommend, if you're starting off, to get yourself into like Apple pencils or like one-to-one colognes, because I feel like for any basic human being, these are very easy to sell. Like any random person can order this and resell it for $150. Anybody. So I feel like this is why I recommend this product to you guys.